part of music publishing. And then finally I'm going to touch on mechanical royalties and covering a song. So the three major revenue streams in publishing are performance royalties, which I talked about, sync royalties, which is music for film and TV, and mechanical royalties, which is basically what a record label or whoever produces a physical copy of something with your song on it, whether it be a digital download or it be a CD or an album, like a record or an 8-track or whatever physical copy it is. For the current rate for 2013 is every time one of your songs is on an album, they owe you. So say you got say you wrote and produced a song that ended up on a Drake album. Every Drake album that gets produced, every that gets printed, they owe you just under 1 penny per song. So 0.9, or no, more than that, 9 cents per song, 9.1 cents a song. So you'd get, so say we round it to 10 cents, so every album that's sold, as a songwriter, you get 10 cents for that song. It's difficult to wrap your head around, but like, it's, and then that goes back to this. So 10 cents would come in, half of it would be for the publisher, half of it would be for you as a songwriter. And this is for every song that's on an album, and this is what they owe you.
But if it's with someone else, right?
Yeah, so then this 10 cents gets split up a lot, right?
Wow.
It gets split up, I think.
It's just physical copies?
It's physical copies, so it's digital download and physical copies.
Okay.
And it's giveaways, and it's anything that gets done. So the numbers can add up, because if you have, if you've got 10 songs on that album, then they owe you $1 per album, and they sell 1 million copies, then that's $1 million coming into the pot. But you could imagine, because the numbers used to be a lot bigger in the early 90s and the late 80s, it's a lot less money coming through on mechanicals now. But just to kind of touch on covering a song, if you're a singer and one of the songs that you put on your album is a Lauryn Hill song, then you owe Lauryn Hill, or whoever wrote that Lauryn Hill song, you owe them 9.1 cents per album that you've printed. And they can't, and as long as you pay them that, they can't stop you from covering that song. They can stop you from sampling it because you've used the production, but as far as songwriting goes,
so you can put one of their songs in your album?
You can put it on your song as long as you re-record it for yourself, and you owe them 10%. And that's why Michael Bublé will come out with a whole album of covers. He didn't have to do too much administration to clear it. He just has to pay them 10 cents per song per album.
Do they have to go to you? What if they don't go to you and ask for any money?
You don't have. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is in business, you either come up front or you say, "Oh, sorry, I was trying to get a hold of you. Your check's in the mail or whatever." So you can take your time, and they might never know. And especially if you only print up 5,000 copies and you sell it in Toronto, they won't ever know.
What about the lyrics? Like if you use like maybe a 1-2 sentences from Lauryn Hill, and
then you owe them a portion of this. They might ask for the whole 10 cents. They might ask for the whole 10 cents, and they have every right to. Because
I don't understand though. If you're an artist and you recreate a song with the same lyrics that they did, is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. So say you wanted to sing a song that like even if you wanted to re-rap a song, but singing's good because you can just do a piano vocal cover of something. But then you have to pay that artist. You
have to pay that songwriter. The artist gets nothing.
Even if it is the artist and the artist.
Even if it is the artist, it happens to be the artist. But if you're talking about if you rewrite a Britney Spears song, Britney Spears gets nothing. The songwriter, whoever wrote that song, gets this 10 cents or 9.1.
What if it's just a sentence or a word? You think that would still apply 10 cents? Does it matter?
Well, then it's up to them to come after that money, most likely.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, it's better to write your own music and do your own music.
Well,
just that you
the thing is
it's not a lot.
It depends. It depends. You could do your own music, and nobody wants to hear it, and then you could be like, oh well, whatever. I'm gonna come up with a whole album of only classic reggae songs, and I'm gonna re-sing them, and people will buy that album.
A lot of people do that.
They'll buy that album, but you just have to pay out a little bit of money to cover the songwriter costs, and that's it. So
but it's not. I thought it would be more.
No, that's
That's
the standard mandatory rate. Is
No.
10 cents per song per album,
Yeah.
and that's all it takes.